taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
So yeah, man, like I said, that top right card, because I know it was overshadowed by the other two cards, but like I said, it was a decent card on the watch. Like it really was a good fight. I mean, the undercard, the prelims were on point. Especially the highlight was, as Pilot just mentioned, was Delgado and Aguilar. For 8 rounds, like talk about some murderous punches being thrown. Jeez.
Yeah, that was wild.
Luckily, both guys had chins, but because they were throwing some absolute heat at each other, I was just like, "Oh, damn!"
Aguilar's face was fucked. Like I was watching without. I could tell Delgado was winning. Like I was watching on my laptop with the sound off because I was watching the Showtime card. But I was like, "God damn!" Like that was a brutal fight.
Yeah, I was watching that shit. I was just like, "Yo, those there was no defense," and Aguilar was getting lit up. I think Aguilar had the broken nose. I think it got broken in the first or the second round, and there was a blown knockdown call. Like it was that type of fight. Because I know there was because Pilot had been mentioning to us, like Pilot was like, yeah, this was gonna be the fight of the night. Pilot was in the chat, and then on Twitter, people were mentioning like, yeah, this was the shit right here. This was gonna happen, and they did not. Like I said, the only thing that we did, it was where it actually went the distance.
Yeah.
But it went all 8 rounds and they were all fucking bleeding. Like uppercuts, hooks, broken noses, punching through the guards, around the guards.
Crazy cuts and bruises on their face.
Yeah, it was absolutely, it was insane. Like, I think Delgado landed like 50% of his power punches. So it was that type of shit. Like, it was, it definitely could have stole the show if it didn't do it already. So yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen Delgado Aguilar, yeah, go find that. I'd say Delgado definitely has something. Like I'm pretty sure Bob will probably put him in with somebody soon enough. Because it is 140. So both these guys are capable of causing an upset on any given day, but. Yeah, that fight was just spectacular. And then, Nico Ali was on there. He got his get back because, the lone fight that he went the distance in, I think most of us thought he actually lost that fight. Because Nico Ali can punch, but, his boxing ain't where it needs to be. This time, at least, he actually bodied the guy. He bodied the guy after this, I think it was like a round 2 or something like that. The mean body shot. Mean.
Wait, which fight are you talking about? My fault. Which one?
The Nico Ali fight.
Oh, the Nico Ali. Yeah, that was his rematch with Sugar Reyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, and I forgot Nico Wasp rematched that guy.
Isn't he related to like a boxer?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, what's his name? That Muhammad guy?
Yeah, his last name was Clay or no, not Clay. Sorry.
Yeah, his mama named him Clay. I'm gonna name him Clay.
But I mean, I'd rather watch him than Berlanga.
Yo, true, and I will say this though for Nico Ali. He is his mindset. I mean, his mind does seem to be right. He wants to improve. Like he knows he knows the gravity of who he's related to and what he means to not just boxing but overall.
He knows the chance. He knows what kind of star potentially he can become if he keeps winning, basically. Too.
Yeah, basically. Like if because if there's one fighter that I know Top Rank, Bob and Todd have plans for, have a plan for, it's him. Like he's eventually going to get a middleweight title shot at some point. They're going to try to get
a vacant one. Well, maybe. I mean, you never know. You might just get one. Yeah, eventually. I mean, I'd say give it maybe 3 years, and he'll be. As long as he's not up to, he'll be steered to a shot. But one thing that they still need. I mean, it wasn't as bad as before, like mentioning Muhammad this, Muhammad that. But one thing that Top Rank needs to stop doing, they fought at mentioning that they fought at the same stadium that Muhammad Ali got his jaw broke against Ken Norton. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with this fight? Like, I heard more about that than him actually struggling with Sanchez the first time around. Reyes, it's like what the fuck? Like,
That's the shit that should have been here. And then they have Muhammad Ali's daughter, his mom, on there, and then again, like talking about the first time he saw Muhammad Ali fight live, and that was the Berbick fight, which is a sad fight to watch. And anyone who's actually watched it, showing pictures and shit of that, like, nah, like you got his mom doesn't need to be talking, like you gotta let the young man actually talk for himself. It's like not everything needs Muhammad Ali, like clips of Muhammad Ali type of like presentation or stuff like that. They don't need all that. Like, let him be Nico Ali Walsh. You know what I'm saying? But Top Rank has the plans for him, and then we have the co-main, which again, the co-main is. It probably won't get a lot of attention because because of the fighters involved. But yeah, horrible judging for a fight, for a really good fight. With Giovanni Santillan and Julio Luna. What, you gonna say something?
Oh no, go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, but yeah, and like I said, Santillan is like the other welterweight prospect that Top Rank has. That I don't know what they're doing with him. Really, I think they're trying to move him. But this fight, I think they showed him that Santillan has a lot of defensive problems because I've never seen. Dude was getting hit with so many uppercuts. He was a Pez dispenser, going up and down, up and down. He got cut by legally, and Santillan was fighting dirty. Like Luna actually was fighting a great fight. Like he gave him a real test. Like so it kind of made me upset when you see the scores. Like you see one score 96-94, which was reflective. Whether you thought it was for Luna or Santillan, it's cool, and I think it turned out to be for Santillan. But when you see two judges talk about it's 190
10-0,
yeah 10-0, then that's some bullshit because there was no 10-0 in that fight, not even close.
Yes,
10-0.
Santillan, I feel like he's been around forever, but it's never like Top Rank knows he's not that guy, so they just keep giving him these fights because by now he should be in the mix, right?
Yeah, he's 30-0. Like he should be, like he should be steered to a bigger fight by now.
Yeah, and he's 32. 30. So he should, by now at least. But again, like that's the thing with Bob in the Lone Island divisions. There's nobody at welterweight at Top Rank stable, really, other than some prospect like Tiger Johnson.
Right. Because they can bring all the people they want to, but if Luna was supposed to brought into job, and Santillan pretty much I wouldn't say he struggled with him, but Luna was beating his ass for a good part of this fight. Like that's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. Like he was beating his ass, like but he fought harder. And I guess that's what counts. But there was no 190 in this fight, like not even close to one. So shame on you, like judges for that. Like you need to get the fuck out of here. I think one of the judges for this one was the one who scored that stupid shit for Wilder in the first fight, the 115-111 shit. Yes, it's the same judge. Which was even mind-boggling. So yeah, I think Roshan, that was his name. Yeah, I think they need to drug test him and see if he's competent enough to even to be judging these fights anymore. Yeah, they needed to get the fuck out of here with that. So yeah, Luna is now on my radar because he did his thing. Because at Santillan, like I said, dude will never not be shaky to me. Ever since they got that gift against DeMarco, that dude is a knockout, or that a loss is coming for that dude. I just cannot see him holding on to a 0 for any longer.
Eventually, yeah. Yeah,
but the more surprising one was the main event. With Navarrete and Eduardo Baez. Now, everyone pretty much we all like watching Navarrete fight. We all think he's probably a fight or two away from being legitimately pound for pound, but he'd been inactive because of promotional issues. And I think this was the longest he's ever been inactive, and he sure as hell fought like it. Like, I don't know about you, Pilot. I know P watched this too. It was but it was just weird that Baez, because Navarrete fights in this rhythm. It's an off rhythm, and that's what makes it hard to really fight him, because he throws these punches in these weird angles and he catches them and he can punch as well as that. And He's an elite volume puncher as well. You know, if you trade with him, like he has a lot of intangibles that make it hard for him to be beaten, even though he's been beaten once.
To me, it's kind of like not stylistically, but just in this position, he's kind of like the Munguia of his division. I don't know, because he can get boxed up. I feel like.
The funny thing is, I have not seen Navarrete get boxed up. Like Munguia's gotten boxed up before. Navarrete, like he's fought guys that, I mean, pretty much like
could have boxed him up, but didn't.
Yeah,
I read, like, didn't half of us think that Ruben Villa would box him up? And
yeah, I thought, Villa, and he gave Villa the business. Like he outboxed Villa and was giving him the business. So Navarrete is underrated with the technical sense because he can absolutely box, but it just seemed like Baez got his timing down. When everything was close, like Baez was landing like 3 or 4 shots to 1. I mean, and landing clean. Like Navarrete was getting outworked. Like it was getting to that point. You know, it was like, damn, like, you know, Navarrete by the halfway fight, like he better go find something, because Baez was outworking him. Baez was walking through his shots to the head. You know, it was a lot of different things. Like Navarrete wasn't winning that fight, and then the fucking two is Navarrete's corner was telling him like, yo, you have to be urgent, and then the knockout came so swiftly, it was kind of anticlimactic, but Navarrete wrapped around a vicious liver shot. It was so quick. Then Baez just goes down. I'm thinking to myself, okay, Baez is gonna get up.
No, I thought he was gonna get up too. I thought he was really.
But you know, he was tasting the bile in his liver, like he was done. You know,
that was similar to the Jamel, like, because he cracked to the head pretty hard. The headshot stunned him, and then that body shot just kind of put the exclamation point. I felt like.
I was like, Jesus Christ! I was like, yeah. And like I said, Navarrete can punch. Like I said, he has volume and he can punch. But I didn't think he would win like that. But yeah, a 1-punch 6-round knockout got him. Like it was textbook too. Like there was nothing funny about that shit. Like no weird angles. Dude wrapped the hook right into his liver, man, and he was gone. You know, and yeah, it was like I said, you know. It was an interesting fight. Like, you know, it was like I said, it was a good scrap. And like I said, Baez, I put respect on him because, you know, he gave Reese Aleem, who me and LB were high on, all types of trouble, to the bell. You know what I'm saying? So I put respect on his name. But you know, Baez, I respect him even more because he came to fight. Like he came to win. But yeah, like I said, you know. Liver shots are the worst. You know, boxers don't recover from no liver shots. Like usually, when they get up, they're in pain. If they do get up.
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't come to lay down. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that I can respect that. But yeah, Navarrete was trailing on 2 cards. Like one judge had a shutout, and the other one had Navarrete losing by 1, while the other card had him winning by 3. So yeah, like I said. He wasn't. I mean, like I said, he wasn't out of the woodworks, but like I said, it was getting to the point where Baez, you know, if Baez won like maybe 3 more rounds, it should have been real interesting though. But it was a good fucking main event. You know, like I said, when Top Rank has a good main event, I have to give props to it though. But yeah, the Navarrete though, but one thing is for sure, that ring rust, that ring rust got him because he looked like he was kind of struggling to really get off until, like I said, the left hook ended things. You know, to that, but yeah, dude has always been an active fighter, but yeah, he needs to
fight again. And
he needs to fight again this year.
Maybe this year. Yeah, this year would be good.
Yeah, I don't think you can't be, because they said that was 7 or 8 months was the longest he's been inactive ever, and that's bad. You know, especially for a guy that, you know, that we all think, you know, can be pound for pound. It's like probably a fight or 2 away.
Yep.
You know? But yeah, man, like Top Rank, it was an underrated card, man. It was really super underrated. So, man, yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth a watch. You know, if you do catch some of those fights that we just talked about, like they were all really good fights to watch. But yeah, I think that is it for us. And as I mentioned before, we'll go over the PBC card hopefully tomorrow, where you definitely get our views and stuff about, you know, So I'm itching to talk about that one, you know, and let people know how outraged I am. You know, but let's final thoughts so we can get up out of here because I know P got to be somewhere in an hour or so. So P, your final thoughts, bruh?
Quite the day of boxing yesterday. There was a lot to digest and a lot to throw up afterwards. So
right,
it was one of those. You had your good and your bad, but too much boxing intake can not always be the best. So. But you know, I consumed enough, so I was happy. So, you know, it is what it is. We got some more boxing, you know, especially I feel like September to from September on, oh my god, we're gonna be fed real nicely. So
yeah, we are.
So, you know, we got some, you know, there's gonna be some good fights coming up and some good content from us. So just be on the lookout, ringgangradio.com. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You know where to find us at. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is.
Absolutely. That's what it is. Hey, Pilot, your final thoughts?
Yeah, you know, it was great weekend of boxing / combat sports. I mean, you know, my Nigerian brothers took some L's at home. But
yeah.
It happens.
It happens. Yeah.
But it was great. I mean, having to watch 3 different screens, you know, just watch, you know, love boxing, and it was dope. I mean, there was some questionable stuff, but that's fuckery and that's boxing. You know, back to some light weekend next, but we'll obviously be watching and keep watching and listen to us at ringgangradio.com, on our YouTube, people's on any of the podcast platforms, because I think we're pretty much on all of them, and just keep fucking with us and we'll fuck with you. Pause. Yeah, that's all I got.
Word. That's what it is, man. And then all I gotta say is, man, as always, man, we thank y'all for tuning in and thank y'all for supporting us. You know, I see, you know, our engagement is definitely increasing and everything like that. And yeah, man, you know, just we got more shit in store for you. So yeah, just tune in and tell your friends to tune in and sub to us, comment, all that stuff, and we can all be friends. You know, that's what it is. But we do this shit for y'all, man. So. Yeah, man. Let's say the Ring Gang Radio. We just keep doing our thing, man. We do what we need to do, man. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the Go artist, for King P, Bodega P, and for Conscious Pilot. You know, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk. Where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace.